Hello, welcome back to the next video. It's been a while again since I've been on the bike. When I did the last ride, the first one back for a while, I had another ride on the Sunday, and then on the Monday I started to feel pretty rough. Came down with a horrible cold, which only in itself lasted a few days, but then it took me, between then and now, what's that, two and a half weeks, to just get rid of the cough. I couldn't breathe in without coughing, and even now it's not great. My voice might go a bit funny during this ride as well, but finally starting to feel like I'm feeling a bit better. There's no way that I could have done any form of exercise because I just would have spent all the time coughing and having to stop. So anyway, I feel a bit better today, so back on. And today, obviously I'm not going to complete this myself, but Brian Rhoden's doing his 100th trip up the Alpe. I mean, I've done it once. How anyone could do that 100 times is, you know, hats off, massive hats off to him. So a lot of the WKG team are getting together and cycling up there with him. He's starting at 7 o'clock, which is dead on now. Marcus has gone up a few corners to sort of be a start point for other people who might not want to be the whole lot, and will sort of collect people as we go up. I'm going to do a join Marcus to wherever he starts. I'm not going to be able to keep up with him. Where is he at the moment? He's about here. There he is. Everyone else down the bottom. Looks like they've just started. Is that moving? Well, there will be shortly anyway. So I do a ride with Marcus. I don't quite know what I've done there. I do a ride with Marcus. Ride on with Marcus. And then he'll disappear off ahead of me, but at some point obviously Brian will come past as well, and I'm just going to keep going for as long as I can. I don't know how many corners from the end I'll be. I don't know if I'll ever get to the end, but it's just an opportunity to jump on the bike, be part of this this ride. Yeah, and maybe one day I will have done 100 rides up the Alpe. Highly unlikely though. So yeah, I'm just going to jump on and ride a bit, and this is my first time using this new wife swap, not wife swap, world swap as well, which is quite a good new thing they've introduced. Obviously they've not introduced swapping between any of the worlds that you want to, but just Watopia is always on, and then the other worlds cycle through a schedule like they used to. So that's quite cool. Now what hasn't happened here is I've selected ride on with Marcus, unless I did that wrong, but it has not put me anywhere near Marcus. I'm currently heading towards the volcano, so I'm going to log out and see if I can fix that. Okay, so back on and working. This has put me on at turn number 10. Now when I came on, Marcus was there, so I don't know whether he's cycled on ahead or what. That would have been pretty quick of him if he had. But I'm just going to crack on. The other guys I've seen have started at the bottom, and I would imagine it's just an element of time until they catch me. And I'm just going to, you know, I've not even done a warm-up, so I'm just going to take this really easy, really simple, and just keep an eye on when they come past. Tempting the way you carry yourself around. Okay, so I'm having a bit of a break at turn number 7. Just switch back to Zwift GPS quickly. It looks like, I mean, I don't know where that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. Turn 10 that they're at. That's counting up. So whatever that is, counting down. I don't know where Marcus has gone. He's not appearing on here. He started at turn number 7. So when I joined, something went a bit funny. So I did a ride on with Marcus. He was there at turn 10 when it dumped me in at turn 10. And then the next thing, he was at turn 7. So, I don't know why it's not shown on here. I'm guessing that they've gone off ahead. And the guys behind, I've done 3 corners and they've done quite a few. Oh, I'm just going to have a couple more minutes rest and then do the next stint. I'm not going to be finishing this. Never going to be an aim to finish it. I mean, I didn't even start it, did I really? Started at turn number 10. Anyway, yeah, a few minutes rest and then I'll crack on with the rest. Cheers, Dwight. So you've jumped on with me. I hope you're not hoping that I'm going to need any decent pace into anything. Oh, this is about what I've got. So I'm sorry if I'm slowing you down, mate. Oh, it's taken ages just to do that next bit. So I see they're not too far behind now. I'm not sure how much further I've got. I've hit that half an hour point again. Big thank you to Dwight for giving me some advice and sticking me with me for a bit. Sorry mate, I just need to have another break. He's still waiting up there. So they're going to be catching us soon. It'd be nice to wave them on by before I have to call it a day. Right, time for the next stint. I think the next 2, 5 and 4, are the same length as what 6 was. Let's go. Alright, so they're not too far behind now. A couple of turns. I had to stop at the next one again. Oh, just catch my breath. I think by the time I get pretty much to the next stop, they're not going to be far behind at all. So that might be the point that I stop and watch them go by. Right, let's see if I can get the next bit done. Cheers, Darren. Right, so I got to turn number 4, 43 minutes, and I'm spent. There we go. So I thought what I'd do is I'd stop here, watch the guys come through, because they're literally just round the corner now. There they are. There's Marcus. See if I can find Brian. There he is. 100 times going up the Alp. Now look at all those teammates he's got with him. How good's that? That is brilliant. They're just going to catch me now, go around turn number 4. And a few more turns to the end. So they're going up this at a pace of 11-12 kilometres an hour. And I was doing, what, 5? That's twice as fast. That's crazy. It's crazy how much weight makes a massive difference, isn't it? Anyway, whilst they're climbing to the top, obviously, again, it's been a while since my last ride because of coming down with that cold, and I'm trying to think about realistic things to target. And so obviously I've got my overall aim, getting into the C category, which seems well, even more than 1,000,000 miles off at the moment. So I want to set myself some more sort of close, realistic and close goals to kind of hit. The big one is obviously getting some weight off, losing some of the flab. Makes this thing a whole lot easier. In terms of cycling goals, what are we now? We're mid-February. I'm just going to aim a very simple 3 rides a week between now and the end of February. So what's that, 2 weeks? 2 and maybe 3 weeks? 2 weeks. Just 3 rides between 3 rides a week between now and the end of Feb, and then decide what to target in March, because I've got to get myself back on the bike, back in the habit of coming home, getting home from work and riding. It's been, whilst I have been whilst I've had that cold, I've had a really busy time again at work, and I'm just realising I've got to set myself some realistic targets that fit around work and life. And there are going to be times where I have to work late every night of the week. Unfortunately, in those times I don't really get to see the family much either. So that's the bits where cycling falls down. So I think I have to be fairly realistic in the goals that I set for myself, really, in terms of what I want to aim over a period of time. I maybe start getting up early morning and doing a ride. The only problem is doing that, there aren't many rides at 6 o'clock in the morning that are as much fun as the ones that happen in the evenings. WKG races, just some of the, even the pack rides that happen. I haven't done one of those in a long time. They tend to be either later, after work, or during the day when I'm at work. So the only real thing to do in the morning is to ride around on your own, which isn't as much fun, or maybe do a workout. So I'm just trying to get that work-life balance and cycling balance in there too. So I've got to be realistic in those aims. But for now, it's just get to end of February, 3 rides a week. Maybe a couple of shorter ones, and then another one to build up endurance. Maybe the mini-crit on a Wednesday. I quite enjoyed this actually. A bit of climbing, and then maybe a slightly longer one to build up some more endurance again, because at the moment only being able to do 40-45 minutes, I need to build that up over a period of time. So I do some slower, longer rides maybe, and see how things go from there. So where are we now? They're coming up to turn number 3. 2 turns, 1, 2, 3 lots to go, and over the top. How good is this though? I mean, I may have missed a previous message, but Mark has only put this information up at about lunchtime today to say that we're going to ride this ride at 7 o'clock tonight, and look how many people have managed to jump on and join. I think it's a bit of a testament to the team that Marcus has built and the people that are part of that team. It's good fun, and this is the group that I want to be a part of. This, you know, there's no way I could have started at the bottom and got to the top, and even if I had done that, it certainly wouldn't be with the group. So it would be nice to be able to do that in the future. And that's what the aim is. Anyway, I'm going to shut up for a minute, watch these guys to the top, and see you in a bit. Here we go then. So they've just coming over the crest of the hill now. Everybody slowed down to let Brian go over first. That is awesome. Look at that. Just a few hundred meters left. What an absolutely incredible achievement. There you go, across the line. Massive congratulations. 100 times up that horrific climb. Absolutely stunning. Something I can't even dream of doing that. That's brilliant. Congratulations. Everyone now gets a chance to enjoy a nice long ride down. I've only climbed this once, as you'll see from one of my other videos, and I was in a mess at the end. I was in a mess during it. I think it's going to be a long time. You know, what did I do there? 5, 6 corners? I had nothing else left in me, and thanks to Dwight for trying the words of encouragement, but I just had nothing left. Nothing at all. Hopefully some getting back on the bike will get some fitness back a little bit, well, relatively quickly, hopefully. So as I said, to have done this 100 times is brilliant. And what's that? An hour and 22 minutes. That's brilliant. We're all going to enjoy a nice long ride down the hill now. But I'm going to call it a day. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.